check 1, 2, 3. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're moments away from the start of the first ever broadcast and streamed race to the Motive channel here at the Dutch Racing League. We're on a Monday night for our Monday night show. We usually have the OG Schumacher League up later on tonight, but we've got a little we've got 2 races on tonight. This one and obviously the OG Schumacher League a little bit later on. But the drivers are just lining up on the grid. We're getting ready to go racing here at Austria for this, well, I think it's I'm not sure if it's the first race of the season, but it's the first race that I've covered here on this league. And as we're about to go lights out here, engine res are rising, lights coming on now here at the head of the grid. And it is lights out and away we go, and Banana Raisin Break gets away well, and Frieslich's got ahead of Captain Nibs there up into second place. Can Fox's J get ahead of Captain Nibs as well? No, he can't. Captain Nibs holds it around the outside. No, Fox's J gets a better exit out of the corner, and look at that, we see that Captain Nibs getting a bit of a shaky run there up the hill, and he's going to lose out I think here to Ben Smith. Ben Smith's looking all over the back of him here, coming down towards turn 2, and Captain Nibs looking back around the outside here of Fox's J. No, Ben Smith gets both of them on the exit. Ben Smith on side by side here with Fox's J, coming down towards turn 3, and Ben Smith there up 2 positions up into third place. Gap Bleach on the back of Captain Nibs now. As we can see, we've lost Wilcock from the race, so Wilcock's crashed out in the very early stages as F1 Stompers down the inside of Gap Bleach and Captain Nibs up into 5th place. A great move there from F1 Stomper as Gap Bleach loses out to Captain Nibs. And A. Thompson there running just behind them in 8th place. You got Dom Specky ahead of Boo Boo. Boo Boo and GGJ side by side coming through Louder curve into Berger. And GGJ round the outside of Boo Boo here. Great move from GGJ to get up into 10th place. You've got Curly just behind them ahead of Jansen, followed by Casper, DJ Snarf, Devorma and Colon at the back of the pack at the moment. But Casper looks like he's trying to get ahead of Jansen. And what's happened here? Banana Raisin Brand's crashed out there, coming through the penultimate corner, but he hasn't crashed out. He's spun, and he's spinning like a top at the moment. What is going on with him? He seems like he can't do anything right at this point as he's getting it back on the right direction again. But he's lost a lot of places there as Frieslich leads ahead of Ben Smith. You've got Stomper there running in 3rd ahead of Fox's J. A. Thompson's got Captain Nibs and Gap Bleach right up his chuff here. As we can see Dom Specky going down the inside here on Captain Nibs as Fox's J gets a little bit of a slide on there. And the McLaren goes straight through there of I don't know who it was, to be honest, because it just saw definitely a McLaren sliding through, but for some reason there's no one on the actual timing board who is a McLaren, so I don't know where it came from. But Jansen there down the inside of Captain Nibs up into the final points playing position. Captain Nibs is losing positions here. He's had a horror show coming on the exit of turn 3. He's lost out now to Casper and DJ Snarf as well, as Dom Specky there got ahead of Gap Bleach up into 7th place, but Frieslich at the front is breaking away with the incident involving Banana Raisin Brand coming through the last couple of corners on the first lap. He's now way down to the back of the pack, and Frieslich leads ahead of Ben Smith, followed by Stomper in 3rd place. You got A. Thompson up to 4th. It's been a very quick opening couple of laps here from A. Thompson. Fox's J ahead of GGJ, followed by Dom Specky, Boo Boo. There's Jansen, followed by Gap Bleach, who's coming into the pits right now. Curly there in 11th has got Casper on the back of him here, coming down the start finish straight. Casper's going to look to make the move into turn 1. He's going to lay on the brakes here. He covers the inside line, just tags the curve a little bit, and up the inside he goes up into P10. But Curly's going to try and come back at him up the hill, as we can see DJ Snarf on the inside there, getting involved in this as well, and he's going to cover that inside line off with the DRS wide open there for DJ Snarf. He gets himself up into P10, and that's a good move there from DJ Snarf, as now we can see Curly getting the brilliant exit there out of turn 2 and absolutely leaving Casper for dead as they come down towards turn 3. So brilliant stuff there from Curly. In the rest of the package, Dom Specky has got ahead of Fox's J up into P6, but having said that, Dom Specky's still holding it around the outside. Always Dom goes onto the grass a little bit there on the exit of Lauder, and Fox's J there swooping up the inside up into P6. Boo Boo there's on the back of Dom Specky right now as they're coming down towards the final couple of corners. He backs out on that one, does Boo Boo, as he knows he's not going to make that one stick, as Dom's now going to look up the inside of Fox's J. Fox's J a little bit shaky. Oh, Dom poking his nose where maybe it shouldn't have gone, and he spun it around there. Dom Specky had no right putting himself in that position, and he's going to lose out a few positions here, as we can see now Boo Boo looking on the inside of Fox's J. Bit of a speculative move and doesn't pay off, doesn't go for it in the end. Casper's got ahead of Curly up into P10, but Curly trying to hold it around the outside here at turn 1, and they're side by side of the hill, and looking at the timing board, Ben Smith's got ahead of Stomper up into 2nd, but they're still side by side. Let's go to this battle for 2nd place here, as now Stomper's trying to cover him off. Ben Smith's going to surely look to the outside. Is Stomper going to send him out the wrong way here? No, he can't. He's not close enough. Ben Smith not close enough to make anything happen there with Stomper. Fox's J there's managed to make the move on Boo Boo now. Jansen's following him through as well. So Jansen there gets himself up into P6, gets past both of them there into turn 3. Great stuff there from NXX Janssen, as they've now got Boo Boo GD Snuff right behind them there. Casper has dropped off of them a little bit there in P10. There's so much going on here in the early laps of this race. Don't know where to look, don't know where to turn, as we saw the battle going on for second place between Stomper and Ben Smith, but also the battle in the mid-pack is absolutely captivating right now, as DJ Snarf has gone ahead of Boo Boo there up into 8th place into the final couple of corners, as now we see Boo Boo coming into the pits here at the end of lap 3, so he's pitting, he's getting that stop done, and I assume he'll probably be able to put the actually he's not going to be able to put the softs on, because obviously you can't get a soft to the end from here, but is he going to try and put the mediums on? He can't put the mediums on and get to the end because you have to use 2 tyre compounds. So what's Boo Boo going to do here? Front wing change going on that car, and in fact he is putting on the soft tyres. So I wonder if he's planning on going to the end from here. 14 laps left to go. Be a bit of a push, but it's a short track here at Austria, and it's not too bad on tyre wear either. So if there's one track you could probably do 14 laps on the soft, it would be this one. But nonetheless, we've got Banana, Raisin Bran and Dem Speckle in the pits at the moment, and Freezy leads the pack ahead of F1 Stomper, just over a second between those two. Ben Smith's on the back of Stomper at this point. You've got DJ Snarf trying to put the pressure on Fox's J here for 7th and 8th places. Casper's in the vicinity at the moment, not too far away from them in P9 at this point. But DJ Snarf trying to get something done here with Fox's J as they're coming through the final couple of corners. He just tacks the curve a bit on the inside there. Oh, no. DJ Snarf has royally stacked it there, and he's going to have to bring it into the pits. He's lost his front wing. He's probably the best place on the track you could ever lose your front wing, because he's literally right by the pit lane. Probably only lost a couple of seconds there. He'll lose a couple more seconds in the pit stop, but all told, it's not really too much of a debilitating incident to his race. He can still very much do a bit of damage here in this one, as Casper's on the back of Fox's J as he's looking to the inside here up towards turn 2, and he gets that one done. Casper on the brakes beautifully there up into P7. Fox's J in no position to really fight back, but is he going to try and get a cut back here? He is actually. You know what, as I say that, Fox's J swoops back up the inside into P7, and just as Casper thought he had that one done, Fox's J says, nope, sorry son, you're going to have to get up early in the morning if you want to get me there, as Casper there a little bit late on the brakes, almost runs into the back of Fox's J, but Fox's J gets that done up into P7. Boo Boo on the back of Devorma at the moment, these two fighting it out over the final points playing position. Banana Raisin Bran running in P15. He was leading the race earlier on, but he unfortunately had an incident coming through the final couple of corners on the first lap, and he's dropped way down the pack. He's put a fresh set of medium tyres on, and he should be able to breeze past Colon here into turn 2, and he gets that done there. Banana Raisin Bran picking off another driver as Casper and Fox's J continuing to have their fantastic fight here as they're coming down the start-finish straight. Fox's J a little bit too far back coming into turn 1 to make anything happen there with Casper. Runs a little bit wide out of turn 1 as well, so that's going to obviously delay his charge here in trying to get back ahead of Casper. As Boo Boo here is on the back of Devorma in this battle for P10. Fox's J and Casper still battling it out, and Casper has got around the outside, but he's going to have to get that position back because he did it off the racetrack there, and he does get out of it and gives Fox's J the position back. Ben Smith's still on the back of A. Thompson here, and these two are battling it out over the final podium spot at the moment. Casper's still on the back of Fox's J. Devorma still on the back of Boo Boo, as Boo Boo a little bit wide there coming out of turn 2. Casper's got back ahead of Fox's J here up into P7. These two just trading places. They can't get enough of each other at the moment. They don't want to leave each other. They want to stay by each other's side, and isn't that sweet? But we see A. Thompson in the pits here at the end of lap 7 nonetheless, and he's going to be putting, I imagine, a fresh set of medium tyres on and going to the end from here. NSX Janssen there running in P5 obviously with A. Thompson going into the pits. Curly's still on the back of Fox's J. In fact, no, it was Casper who Fox's J was battling with, and Curly is now in P8 because Fox's J is in the pits. But A. Thompson on the exit of the pits now and coming back out on the track. P7 or P8 is going to be just behind Curly there, so Curly moves himself up, but obviously still yet to pit. A. Thompson, the highest runner of the drivers who have made their pit stops so far. He comes out well clear of Fox's J and DJ Snarf. So A. Thompson will be wanting to clear this traffic as quickly as he can. He doesn't want to get held up. He doesn't want his race to be ruined by any drivers who he's not really in a battle with in terms of the bigger picture. He's looking to the inside here on Curly. Curly is fighting him reasonably hard, but A. Thompson gets that done there up into P7. So good stuff there from him, as NSX Janssen has picked up a 3-second time penalty for apparent multiple track limit warnings. Now obviously on this F1 game you do get warnings when you're cutting corners and when you're doing naughty things, because obviously you know, although, you know, nobody gets hurt by these corner cuts, they are a bit naughty and you do gain an advantage, and it's wrong to obviously gain an advantage unfairly. So, you know, if you are caught cutting corners, then you get a couple of warnings. It's like, okay, look, this is not on, okay, you're basically, you're taking advantage of the rules, you're mugging us off, you need to just stop this, otherwise you're going to get a penalty. And if you demonstrate that you've heeded those warnings and that you've decided to fall in line and start following the rules, then they're like, okay, right, we saw what you did, you know, it's pretty clear, I think, what's happened here. However, you've obviously made a big effort to turn your race around, you know, you're not doing it anymore, so we'll let that one slide, but then if it happens again, then it's going to be a big penalty. And so obviously if you do it again, then you get a 3-second time penalty, and then another 6-second time penalty, and it just keeps going up and up and up until you learn your lesson. But as long as you've learned your lesson and you demonstrate that you've learned your lesson, you're all good. So F1 Stomper, GGJ, Ben Smith and NS Janssen all into the pits here at the end of lap 9 or 10. I'm not sure, because we haven't crossed the line yet, I don't think. But up towards the line comes Friesleek to inherit the lead of the race. And yes, lap 10 that we're on to now. So a half distance here for the Austrian Grand Prix at the Dutch Racing League. Friesleek now has the P1 here, but A. Thompson, over the course of the pit window, has actually managed to pick up P2 here. So he's right on the back of Friesleek. And A. Thompson has really won out in this pit strategy here. He's now very much in this vicinity for a potential race win here. So yeah, he's really in there at the moment. Friesleek, though, has got over a second of a gap. Stomper's now trying to come back at A. Thompson, coming down towards turn 2. The thing that Stomper's got is he's got fresh soft tyres. He started on the medium, so he's obviously got the faster tyres at the moment, but they'll start to go off a little bit at the end. Not too much, though, because it's not a very high tyre deck circuit, so A. Thompson's really going to have to fight if he wants to get ahead of Stomper and win this race. Friesleek's got about a second up the road, and Stomper will obviously have the pace on him with those soft tyres, as Janssen's on the back of Curly here, and he's managed to get that move done into Berger Curve, and he's up into 5th place there. So good move from NSX Janssen. A. Thompson's still on the back of F1 Stomper as they're coming out of the last corner out to the start-finish straight here for the 10th time in this race. As Banana Raisinbran is still on the back of Fox's J. These two battling it out over 13th place at the moment, as WTL Curly's in the pits here at the end of lap 10, so he's presumably going to put a set of soft tyres on and go to the end. Fox's J, though, looking on the outside of Banana Raisinbran. Is he going to be able to get this move done? He'll probably wait for the DRS zone on the start-finish straight. It's quite a short start-finish straight. The long straight, there's 2 long straights between turns 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. The start-finish straight a little bit shorter than the other 2 straights. Fox's J might try and get the move set up for here and then try and railroad Banana Raisinbran into losing this position up the hill. Let's see if he can make it happen. 2 DRS zones, so you can kind of manipulate it. You know, you can architect a move here, but he doesn't need to do it in the second DRS zone, he's done it in the first one, and Fox's J gets himself up into P13, so very nicely crafted there from him, as Curly has gone ahead of Captain Nibs there up into 11th place, so that's a good move there from Curly as well. F1 Stomper still on the back of A. Thompson as those two battle it out over second and third. F1 Stomper on the faster tyres. A. Thompson, though, very quick driver. We've seen A. Thompson many times on the Motive Racing channel in multiple different leagues, and he's currently right on the back of Friesleek. These three battling it out over the lead here, and GGJ is not too far away, and it's just done the fastest lap of the race on that last lap. So GGJ currently on a bit of a charge right now. Oh, as we've got action here coming into turn 2, sorry. As A. Thompson, oh my goodness me, he almost gets spun around there by F1 Stomper. F1 Stomper has to get out of it a little bit there as they're coming out of the corner on board with F1 Stomper. He's looking to the outside of A. Thompson. A. Thompson going to defend and attack at the same time as they're on the back of Friesleek. Oh, it's going on the inside, and A. Thompson gets out on the back. Oh no! And F1 Stomper there just tags Friesleek a little bit, and he's into the wall, and he loses out there. He's lost out on the podium spots. He's down to P5 in this race. Disaster there for F1 Stomper as A. Thompson now leads this race with Friesleek running wide. Unbelievable stuff there, as it just looks as though they were both trying to make the move on Friesleek at the same time. They were all trying to make moves on each other, and F1 Stomper has come out worse in that one. What a shame there for him. Oh, that's gone absolute disaster there for F1 Stomper, as GGJ is now up in P2 on the fresh soft tyres and can now put the pressure on A. Thompson for this race win. 6 laps left to go. F1 Stomper's in the pits because of the damage. Oh no. You've got to feel for F1 Stomper there. He was in the thick of that fight. He was just trying to make the move on A. Thompson, but A. Thompson was trying to make the move on Friesleek as well, as we can see F1 Stomper still in the pits at the moment. But it's GGJ on the back of A. Thompson here as they're now coming down towards turn 3. Is he going to send one here on the brakes? A. Thompson's going to make him go around the long way. He might have enough momentum here to go around the outside. GGJ there, going to stick it. A. Thompson trying to hold it on the inside, but GGJ completes the move there on the faster tyres. A. Thompson has thrown a little feint to the inside, coming down towards the outer curve. Nothing doing there, and GGJ has hunted down the 3 leaders, and with the little trip up between A. Thompson, Friesleek, and obviously F1 Stomper, it's given GGJ a position to go and take this race by the... Well, he's taking the ball by the horns here in this race, and he now leads this race here as we've got just over 5 laps left to go at the Red Bull Ring for the Austrian Grand Prix here at the Dutch Racing League. Incredible stuff here. As Ben Smith has crashed out of the race. What's happened there to Ben Smith? Ben Smith has DNF'd here on lap 14. With 5 laps left to go, we've got double wave yellow flags through sector 3. Fingers crossed we don't get a safety car, because I want to see this race be decided on, well, on pure merit really between these drivers. In the meantime, NSX Janssen has really closed the gap here on these, because obviously with the drivers up the front tripping over each other a bit, it's allowed NSX Janssen to really bring that gap down. He's right on the back of A. Thompson here and could be in contention for a race win, but A. Thompson's losing a bit of time to GGJ. He's now almost a second behind him, as we've now got double wave yellow flags through sector 1. They've now subsided and they're back again. So I'm assuming somebody must have spun it there, because they were on and off and on and off. But in the meantime, F1 Stomper there has gone ahead of Curly up into P10. As we see, he's now making the move on Captain Nibs as well. Down towards turn 3 we come. Yeah, F1 Stomper there is up into P9. Good move there. Friesleek has got a 3-second time penalty as well for multiple track limit warnings. He's dropped off for the podium spots a little bit here. GGJ's got just over a second of a gap here to A. Thompson. NSX Janssen is still trying to put this pressure on A. Thompson as they're now coming up the hill. Now is NSX Janssen going to send one here? He's going to look to cut back to the inside. A. Thompson almost leaving the door there, but NSX Janssen just thinking better of that. He knows he's got 4 more laps to do this. He's not going to be in a massive hurry at this point. But yeah, it's getting to that business end now. Into turn 3 we come, as Casper's got ahead of Devormer up into 6th place there. So good move there from Casper, getting ahead of Devormerzella. That's it. So now coming down towards turn 3, can Devormerzella get this move back on Casper? No, he can't. Fox's J's got ahead of Curly though, up into 11th place into turn 2. GGJ still out the front, still holding on for dear life ahead of A. Thompson and Janssen. It's obviously a 25% race. It's essentially a sprint race. I'm assuming we've got a feature race after this. I don't know that the format of this league, but I'm guessing that's surely going to be the way that we're going to go here for this one. As NSX Janssen here has got the slipstream, he's going to look to the inside. A. Thompson leaves a gap and NSX Janssen goes for it there onto the grass, and that was Max Verstappen there as he now makes the move up the inside. That was just like the move that Max Verstappen pulled on Charles Leclerc back in 2019 for the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix. But A. Thompson there with DRS back around the outside there up towards turn 3 and gets himself back up into 2nd place. NSX Janssen though will try and get a cut back here out of this corner. He's not going to get it though. A. Thompson for the time being is going to hold on, as he know he's always going to poke a nose up the inside, you know. No, he thinks better of that one. He's just not quite far enough alongside him to go for that move. And these two losing time to GGJ all the time while they continue to battle it out. Devormerzella has picked off Casper again as these two continue to battle it out for 6th and 7th places right now on track. But these two going at it for the final podium spots, and if they're not careful, if they end up tripping over each other, then Friesleek will be there to once again jump right onto the back of them again. But Anna Raisin-Bran is on the back of Dom Specky here as they're coming down towards turn 3. What a disaster of a race for Banana Raisin-Bran after being in the lead at the start. He's now down the inside there of Dom Specky and gets himself up into P12 there. Double wave yellow flags in sector 2. Not actually sure exactly what the cause of those are, but LSX Janssen still on the back of A. Thompson here as they're now coming down the hill towards turn 3, but they're a couple of seconds off at the back of GGJ at the moment. Casper's still on the back of Devormerzella in 6th and 7th places. Down towards turn 3 we come. Janssen still can't make anything happen with A. Thompson at the moment, and they're a couple of seconds, as I said, off of the back of GGJ at this point. Let's jump on board. No, it's not. Well, that's my cat cans there. But Jensen's still trying to make something happen with A. Thompson. A. Thompson a little bit wide coming out of Berger. Double wave over flags through sector 3, and GGJ's crashed out of the race! What's happened? Oh no! He had a win basically in the bag. What has happened? And this has now meant that this battle for what was second place is now a battle for the lead. And here goes Jansen to the inside. He's going to make the move for the lead of the race here. Can he make it stick into turn one? He's going to make that move, but A. Thompson holding around the outside. Brilliant driving from A. Thompson. Jansen, bit of a slide there coming out of turn one. But this is now for the lead of the race with GGJ's unexpected retirement there. Freeze League now on the back of these two. Potentially could get involved in this battle for the win. Unbelievable scenes here at the Red Bull Ring. Casper's on the back of Devon Mazzala still. Those two battling out in 5th and 6th. But here goes NSX Jansen again. DRS wide open for the Ferrari. He's going to look to the inside here coming into turn 3. Here he goes down the inside. He commits one. Can A. Thompson come back at him here? He's going to try and cut over the grass a little bit. But Jansen's made the move in. No, A. Thompson takes him round. And A. Thompson now, I've got to say, was probably at fault for that one. He just went a bit aggressive there trying to come straight back at him. And Freeze League says thank you very much. And Freeze League has just had a race win handed to him on a plate. Absolutely incredible scenes here as he's coming to the final few corners. NSX Jansen's going to be absolutely seething with that one as A. Thompson just tagged him round there coming out turn 3. I think that was really NSX Jansen's corner there. But Freesley coming out of the final corner, it's going to be rubbing his hands together at that one. He takes the checkered flag and is your winner tonight for the first race of the evening here for the Dutch Racing League at the Red Bull Ring. What an unbelievable race that was. What an incredible finish. Freesley your winner ahead of Boo Boo, who comes home to take a fortuitous second place. NSX Jansen holds out for third, but he's going to be shaking after that one. Casper takes third on the penalties with Devon Mazzala in fourth. NSX Jansen comes fifth in the end with his time penalties. DJ Snarf finished in sixth ahead of F1 Stomper seventh. A. Thompson is going to come out of the last corner. He finishes in eighth place, also from wingless there. Captain Nibs comes over to take ninth place. Fox's J out of the last corner. It's going to be P10 here for him. Ahead of Dems Becky, who comes over in 10th. Actually, gets 10th on the penalty, so Fox's J 11th. Banana Raisin Fan classified 12th in the end ahead of Coloni, who's going to come out of the last corner. And it's going to be 13th for him. Curly's already finished the race. Gap Bleach is coming round the final half a lap at the moment. But what a finish to that race. That was incredible stuff. A. Thompson there, maybe a little bit aggressive, trying to come back at NSX Jansen. There's arguments for both cases there, but A. Thompson definitely was a bit aggressive. NSX Jansen's going to be fuming at that one. Freeze League, though, the major benefactor, is going to be laughing his head off at that one. But Freeze League, your winner for the first race of the evening. I'm not sure what the format is, so we'll be back shortly for, I think it's going to be the second race, I imagine. So stay tuned, guys, stick around, and we'll be back in a few moments. on, guys. We're about to go lights out for the second race for the Dutch Racing League. Lights coming on now here in Austria. And it's lights out and away we go. And Freezy gets away reasonably well, but Boo Boo slightly better up the inside towards turn one. Boo Boo backs out of it. Around the outside, we've got NSX Janssen there, getting himself ahead of De Vormer, and also Casper losing out to F1 Stomper. And there's an Alpine off in the background. Who's that? Somebody's gone off into the wall. That is Czech DB, already in trouble at the start of this race. So he's had a nightmare of a start. As we can see, GGJ's got ahead of Colon up into 12th. In fact, Colon's got back ahead of him, and Captain Nibs has nibbed both of them there up into 11th place. Freezy leads down towards turn 3 ahead of Boo Boo. NSX Janssen there ahead of De Vormer, followed by Stomper there in P5. You've got Casper ahead of A. Thompson. DJ Snarf has got, oh, can he get around the outside of Dem Speckle here? Dem Specky actually holding it there up towards now the curve and keeps onto that 8th place. We've got GGJ getting ahead of it. Captain Nibs there up into 11th. And we've got Colon there getting ahead of Captain Nibs. Actually, Captain Nibs has dropped down to 15th place there behind Wilcox and Fox's J. And Casper's gone ahead of A. Thompson up into 6th around the outside. Can he hold it all the way down towards the right hander at the bottom of the hill? Yes, he can. And Casper there up into P6 as we've got double wave yellow flags through sector 2. Not quite sure why, but now double wave yellow flags through sector 3 as we can see Freezy fastest lap predictably being in the lead of the race. A. Thompson looking to make the move here on Casper. Side by side here down the straight. We're looking at from the onboard view of Dem Speckle there, but A. Thompson squeezes through up into P6 as Casper there loses out, and now Dem Specky has got the run coming up towards turn 2. Can he make this move? He's going to look to send one down the inside here of A. Thompson, then he gets that one done brilliant there, does Dem Specky. And he's up into P6 as now A. Thompson are looking to try and come back at him around the outside, and they are still side by side coming down towards turn 3. Here they go then, up towards the braking zone they come. A. Thompson, they're still keeping it, but Dem Specky just squeezing him out there on the inside and moves himself up into P6. Nicely done there from Dem Specky. We've got Wilcock as well as GGJ, Badgeman, Czech DB and Captain Nibs all in and out of the pits just there on the end of the first lap, so they've had damage at the start of the race, which has really affected them. Freezy is running just ahead of Boo Boo at the moment. You've got NSX Janssen there in 3rd place ahead of F1 Stomper, followed by De Vormer. There's Dem Specky running in P6 ahead of A. Thompson, followed by Casper there. You've got Banana Raisin Brand ahead of DJ Snarf, followed by Fox's J running 11th place. GGJ's got ahead of Wilcock up into 14th place as NSX Janssen has done the fastest lap, and they're all doing the fastest lap because they're all coming over the line in one after the other there, but GGJ getting around the outside of Colon there up into 13th place into Lauder Curve. DRS will be open this lap, and it's a massive train of cars right now. Don't know where to look, don't know where to turn. As we can see, Boo Boo looking up the inside of Freezy for the lead of the race, and he makes that move brilliantly there into turn 2. Can Freezy come back at him here as they come up towards turn 3 now? NSX Janssen's going to look to try and make the move here on Freezy down towards turn 3. Banana Raisin Brand's got ahead of Casper, and so is DJ Snarf. Looking back to this battle in for second place though, as Freezy looking to try and come back at NSX Janssen, but NSX Janssen's got one down for second place. F1 Stomper there just behind them and 4th ahead of De Vormer. You've got Dem Specky, A. Thompson, Banana Raisin Brand just ahead of DJ Snarf at the moment. These two battling out over 8th and 9th places. Sector 2 and Sector 3 double wave yellow flags. We're not quite sure why at this point, but Boo Boo ahead of NSX Janssen, the top 2 at the moment. Freezy right with them ahead of F1 Stomper, and it's just a train of cars right now. There is so much action going on here in the opening laps of this race. It's the feature race of the Dutch Racing League. We had the sprint race a few moments ago, and this is now the main event, and we can see De Vormer doing the fastest lap. Dem Specky goes a little bit quicker than him though on that time around. DJ Snarf still on the back of Banana Raisin Brand. You've got WTL Curly on the back of Fox's J. A. Thompson's got ahead of Dem Specky there up towards turn 2 shall I say. And where on earth has he gone? F1 Stomper there. Is he going to get around the outside of Freezy? No, Freezy just covering that inside line off. That's going to give De Vormer the run here coming down towards turn 3. So you want Stomper there back around the outside. Here comes De Vormer. Down the inside he goes in towards turn 3. Can he make this stick? He's not. He's just going to back out of it there. Freezy round. Freezy has spun out there coming on the exit of turn 3 onto the inside runoff. And he gets his spun round. Oh, no. What's he doing? He just rejoins into the path of Dem Specky there, and he's back. He's dropping down the field now with Freezy. Dem Specky getting caught up in that. I think he's got away without too much damage, so he should be alright there. But Freezy down in P12 in this race. NSX Janssen though leads the race ahead of Boo Boo, followed by Stomper. A. Thompson right on the back of these ahead of De Vormer. You've got Banana Raisin Brand 3 seconds further back in 6th place, just ahead of DJ Snarf at the moment. A. Thompson has just done the fastest lap of the race so far, 106.3. Keep forgetting to hold the headphone to my ear. I keep holding it to my mouth for some reason. I don't know why. Demspecki though in the pits here at the end of lap 4. In the meantime, Boo Boo's got ahead of NSX Janssen up into the lead of the race. As NSX Janssen now trying to come back at him, coming into turn 3. He's back down the inside. Can Boo Boo now get the cut back here? Coming down towards turn 3. Here he goes. Boo Boo's got the run. NSX Janssen though has the DRS and would actually be able to pull away from him a little bit. Banana Raisinbrand is making a move on DJ Snob. He's got himself up into P6. Demspecki in the pits. You've got GGJ getting ahead of Freezeek. That's because Freezeek's in the pits at the moment. We can see Wilcock there running in P13 in this one. There's Check DB on the back. You've got Freezeek there currently sat in the pits and going nowhere fast at this point. What's happened to Colon? Colon's gone off. He's now in the wall. He's a lap down, but he's having an absolute shocker of a race. Yeah, there's no other word for it. We can see DJ Snuff has got ahead of Banana Raisinbrand. What's happened here? What has happened here? Is that Colon again in the way? It is, yeah. I don't know what he's up to, really. NSX Janssen, though, leading ahead of Boo Boo, ahead of Stomper. These three, we've got A. Thomas on the back of them. This four for the lead at the moment here, for the lead of this Austrian Grand Prix. Here for the Dutch Racing League as Banana Raisinbrand into the pits at the end of lap 5. DJ Snoff still a little way off of the back of A. Thompson and Devormer. Devormer's dropped off at the back of A. Thompson a bit, but this is 4 for the lead. NSX Janssen, Boo Boo, Stomper and A. Thompson, and Boo Boo's got the run out of turn 2 and has got back ahead of the NSX Janssen here. Down towards turn 3 they come, and Boo Boo uses a bit of DRS to just extend that gap a little bit to Janssen coming into the braking zone. Stomper there right on the back of them there in 3rd place as he's trying to get involved in this. Banana Raisinbrand in the pits right now, so he's going to be putting the sort of fresh set of medium tyres on by the looks of it there. Oh no, Webhard Stomper's lost it. He's binned it. He's in the barriers. He's out of the race. And is that going to be a safety car? That's in a precarious position. It is a safety car. We have got a safety car here, and what a shame for F1 Stomper as he was in the thick of that battle, and it's now Boo Boo, NSX Janssen and A. Thompson. My brain can't think to say Janssen. I keep trying to read it off of the script like a parrot. But NSX Janssen, A. Thompson and Devormer are all in the pits. Boo Boo leads the race. Safety car here, lap 7 of the race. check. Here we are back underway once again here, lap 9 of 36 here for the Austrian Grand Prix, the feature race for the Dutch Racing League. I'm just trying to turn the volume off. Can you actually do what I say, please, computer? Thanks. Boo Boo leads the race by 4 seconds ahead of A. Thompson. You got NSX Janssen there on the back, currently 3 tenths between them. But Fox's Jay's retired from the race. So he's crashed out. He's crashed out with Freezeek. Fox's J and Freezeek have come together there, and they're both out coming through sector 1. No safety car this time, thank goodness. But Casper gets ahead of Banana Raisin Bran. They're up into 6th place. Double wave yellow flags through sector 3. We're not sure why. Banana Raisin Bran, they're looking back to the outside of Casper, trying to come back in him into the braking zone. Casper defends that inside line. Banana Raisin Bran going to try and go for the cutback here, and he does it brilliantly there, back up into P6. So beautifully done there from Banana Raisin Bran. Freezeek has left the session, so not sure what's going on there with him, but he is out of the race right now. We're continuing around here on lap 9 of the race. Currently NSX Janssen's on the back of A. Thompson here as they're battling it out over second and third places. You've got DJ Snaff still pressuring the back of Devormazala in 4th and 5th places as well. You've got Casper there pretty close on the back of Banana Raisin Bran. Dom Specky there running in 9th place ahead of Wilcock there. You've got NSX Janssen getting ahead of A. Thompson. A. Thompson's off. A. Thompson's spun it there coming next to the turn 1. He's on the grass. He's lost his front wing as well, so he's had a pretty hefty contact with the wall there. That's going to promote everybody pretty much up into upper position, and he's now behind Czech DB. Czech DB into 11th place, by the way, in this race. Can he bring himself back up the order here? He's on the verge of a points paying position, but DJ Snaff trying to put the pressure on Devormazala here, coming down the hill towards turn 3. And looking back down the order, it's Dom Specky still on the back of Curly there in the battle for 7th and 8th places. GGJ's got ahead of Wilcock there up into 9th. Wilcock losing out to Czech DB and GTJ as Czech DB mugs both of them into turn 3. Side by side between Czech DB and GTJ, coming down towards down the curve. Can GTJ put it back down the inside? He does, and Czech DB still trying to hold it on the outside of down the curve. He's still there. I tell you what, he's not giving this one up. GTJ just hugging the inside curve. Czech DB is going to try up the inside, but then next corner, but GTJ managed to squeeze him out there and holding on to the P9 in that little battle. DJ Snaff's on the back of Devormazala still in the battle for 3rd and 4th places. DRS enabled this lap. Czech DB 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings we're seeing there popping up on the screen, and he's still on the back of GGJ. You've got Captain Nibs there getting ahead of Badgeman up into 12th place. A. Thompson's dropped down a position to 14 as he's now coming into the pits. So in he comes, DJ Snaff there into 3rd place here in this race. Devormazala there in 4th. He's right on the back of him still. Boo Boo's got a bit of a lead here at the front. Just under 3 seconds between Boo Boo and NSX Janssen at this point. You got Casper still on the back of Banana Raisin Bran in that battle for 5th and 6th places. Dem Specky still on the back of Curly in that fight for 7th. You got GGJ on the back ahead of Czech DB, followed by Wilcock. Captain Nibs a long way off. You got A. Thompson currently in the pits and just on his way out right now as we speak. So he's back out on the track there, but he's a long way off with that damage. Obviously had to come in for that front wing repair. He's put a set of soft tyres on, so he's obviously got to pit again. I might be banking on another safety car here potentially. We could be seeing another safety car before the end of this race, but it's currently Boo Boo leading by 2 seconds ahead of NSX Janssen. You've got DJ Snaff currently running in 3rd place at the moment, followed by Devorma running in 4th. You've got Banana Raisin Bran there, couple of seconds off for the back of Demore. He's still got Casper pretty close to the back of him right now. Dem Specky within 2 tenths of Curly. And DJ Snaff has just... What happens to DJ Snaff there? He's lost at the moment. They're coming out the first corner. And he's lost out. He's losing out to practically everyone here as everybody's driving past him on the exit of turn 1. And he's down to P10. So he's had a horror show there. Czech DB's made the move on GGJ once again. These two continuing to battle it out. Coming through turn 2. And Czech DB there holds it around the outside and gets the move done there on GGJ. GGJ though right behind as Dem Specky there. It's got Curly now looking to his inside. Curly here trying to make the move. He's going to look around the outside here of turn 3 as Curly there quite can't make it happen there, but Czech DB now up the inside, all going for the space, back for the space. It wasn't really there. Has to back out of that one. As we see GGJ now moving through ahead of Czech DB up into 8th place. Banana Raisin Bran there, 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. That's just popping up on the screen right there. Boo Boo leads the race by 2 seconds ahead of NSX Janssen. You got Devorma there running in 3rd place ahead of Banana Raisin Bran. Casper there in 5th. Dem Specky there in 6th place ahead of Curly. GGJ ahead of Czech DB, followed by DJ Snaff. There's Wilcock ahead of Badgeman, followed by Captain Nibs. A. Thompson and Colon still going in this race. They're a long way off here in this one though. As back to the leader, we got Boo Boo leading by 2 seconds right now. Casper on the back of Banana Raisin Bran in this battle for 4th and 5th places. Demsbecky still right there. Curly has dropped off him a little bit. He's now got GGJ looking to try and make a move here up towards turn 2 as the GGJ looks to the outside here as he's going to squeeze onto that grass a little bit. Curly there pushing him to the edge of the track. And he's just about going to be able to make it, as you know he doesn't have to think better of that one there, as Wilcock has gone ahead of DJ Snarf up into P10 into the final point staying position. Back to this battle though, GGJ still on the back of Check DB. Curly's dropped off a little bit on this first sector there. He's now half a second adrift to those two as they continue to battle it out. A. Thompson's got a 3-second time penalty for track limits as Wilcock there moving ahead of Curly up into 9th place on the exit of turn 3 into Lauder Curve. Demsbecky there still right behind Casper, as we can see Boo Boo's still got a 2-second gap at the moment ahead of NSX Janssen. That gap is staying at around the same at the moment. Demsbecky still trying to get onto the back of Casper. Check DB, he's right there still as GGJ is following him. It's following his every move at this point. Wilcock there ahead of Curly. DJ Snarf there in 11th. You've got a bit of a gap back to Badgeman. Double wave Delta flags through sector 1. What are those for? We're not quite sure at this point. Banana Raisin Bran is still on the back of Devormer here as they're coming through turn 1 for the 14th time in this race. Badgeman's got another 3-second time penalty there. That's just popped up on our screen for track limits there, as that is God knows, to be fair. But DJ Snarf's gone ahead of Curly up into 10th place. We're just seeing that on the timing screen. Banana Raisin Bran still trying to get ahead of Devormer. He's now in the battle for a podium spot is Banana Raisin Bran, so good position here for him as he's looking to the outside on Devormer. Devormer covers that inside line and does a good job there, just tags the curve on the inside coming through turn 3. Now Banana Raisin Bran's going to look to the outside here for turn 4 and he's going to make that one. Surely is he will tell you what, Devormer's still fighting for it, but Banana Raisin Bran does get that one done as Check DB's now clear Casper up into 6th place, and Check DB continuing to carve through this pack like a hot knife through butter. He had a good battle with GGJ. He was held up a little bit for with GGJ for a while, but he's now got ahead of Casper as well, and he's got 2 places between himself and GGJ as Curly's got ahead of DJ Snarf up into 10th place. And DJ Snarf is going very slowly here through the final sector. Not sure why. Something's obviously happened to him there, but he's now limping round, so I don't know what's gone on, but he's not got damage by the looks of it. He's continuing on. Check DB's on the back of Demsbecky, but he's gone wide out of turn 1, and that's going to give Casper a chance to come back at him now. GGJ in hot pursuit here, coming up the hill on board with GGJ as he's got Check DB now, has got Casper looking to the inside here into turn 2 should I say. Casper there keeping it on the inside. Check DB holding it on the outside brilliantly though. Did a great job there to Check DB, used the grip on the outside and managed to keep the momentum as now GGJ looking to the inside of Casper coming down towards turn 3. Here they come side by side, onto the brakes they come. Can he complete the move there? GGJ just swooping down the inside. Badgeman is out of the race. He is DNF'd here. And we've got another safety car here at the Red Bull Ring. Second safety car of the night for the feature race. Don't know when it's going to take us up to, but probably be about half distance by the time this safety car is cleared. But second safety car of the night here for the feature race. Radio check. Here we are then, guys, back underway out of the last corner, and the leader NSX Janssen puts his foot to the floor. We're racing once again here at Austria. Boo Boo's now trying to go with him as GGJ into the pits straight away here on the end of this restart. But you've got Banana Raisin Brown on the back of Casper, Devormer there ahead of Dennis Becky. You've got Captain Nibs ahead of Curly, followed by Wilcock. There's DJ Snaff ahead of Czech DB, GGJ in the pits, Cologne coming through the first corner at the moment, but NSX Janssen's got a slender lead here ahead of Boo Boo. Casper there ahead of Banana Raisin Brown as Devormer's still on the back of him right now. Curly trying to hassle the Captain Nibs here for 7th place. Czech DB's got ahead of DJ Snaff there up into 10th place. He's made up another position in the early stages of this restart. Banana Raisin Brand's going to get the cut back here on Casper, and Breeze is around the outside of him there up into 3rd place. Wilcock there in 8th place has got ahead of Curly, so that's a good move there from him. Ruby though trying to hassle the back of NSX Janssen at the moment. As we're over halfway through this feature race. We had the sprint race earlier on. This is the feature race for the Dutch Racing League, and it's been action-packed so far here tonight. A great night of action, as we can see. Ruby now's got the run here, coming through the final corner. He's going to not get DRS this time around, as Czech DB's got the move done on Curly. So Czech DB's up into 9th place, so he's continuing to make gains here in this race. He's now on the back of Captain Nibs and Wilcock as Devormer has got ahead of Casper up into 4th place. So nice one there from him. Boo Boo still on the back of NSX Janssen up towards turn 2 they come. Can he get this around the outside? Dub wave, yellow flag through sector 1. We're not quite sure why, but Boo Boo here is going to get the cut back on Janssen. Up the hill we go, down the hill towards turn 3 as Czech TV's got ahead of Wilcock, and DJ Snaff has lost out to Curly, and Captain Nibs is out of the race. Captain Nibs has crashed out. We're still watching the battle for the lead here, as we've got a VSC, so the speed limit of all the drivers is just going to temporarily... Oh, it's the safety car again. Audio check. Here we are back underway once again as Boo Boo leads the race. We see Wilcock coming into the pits on the restart here, but Boo Boo's got a bit of a lead here over Banana Raisin Bran. Check DB up into third place. He's got the fresh soft tyres on. Well, 4 laps old now. He's done a fair few of those laps on the under the safety car though. I mean, is he going to be able to do 14 racing laps or 15 racing laps, whatever it is that he's going to need to do on them? Surely he's going to have to pit again. Boo Boo though leading the race. Check DB, maybe he's going to gamble it and try and go to the end here. He needs to make the most of this pace advantage while it lasts though. But wow, if you're able to do that, that'd be amazing. Devormer there on the back of him. You've got NSX Janssen there in 5th place, followed by Dom Becky, who's got ahead of Wilcock there on P6. You've got Casper there in 8th, ahead of GGJ, followed by Curly. And DJ Snaff there running a long way off in 11th place. Codon there in P12 in this race. But Boo Boo's got a 2-second gap at the moment over Banana Raisin Bran. You've got Check DB trying to hassle the back of Banana Raisin Bran as they're coming through the final couple of corners at the moment and out onto the start-finish straight here. As he's just looking to try and get the run here on him. Looking to the inside, coming down towards turn 1. Banana Raisin Bran's just got enough at this point as they come into turn 1 now. As NSX Janssen's got ahead of Devormer Zala there up into 4th place. And side by side here between Banana Raisin Bran and Check DB as Check DB is now looking to try and send one here into turn 2, and he gets it a little bit. I think, did he go a bit deep? Yes he did. Banana Raisin Bran back up the inside again as these two continuing to trade positions. Great driving from these two. Great little battle between them. Banana Raisin Bran still weathering that storm. Check DB trying to come back at him into turn 3. He's going to send one there, climbs over the curve a little bit, but has he got the move done there? He has done. Great stuff there from Check DB. Banana Raisin Bran loses out to NSX Janssen. You've got Dennis Becky right behind him, but Banana Raisin Bran running outside of Check DB as NSX Janssen loses out there to Warmazana, and Banana Raisin Bran back up into P2. So great battle from these guys. NSX Janssen's dropping down the order. What's happened to him? Oh, he's lost his front wing. He's got no front wing. He must have run into the back of one of the drivers in front of him just there. NSX Janssen dropping down the pack, and he's going to have to pit. He's going to have to get that front wing changed. Well, he's not going to get it changed. He's going to have to get a new one because he hasn't got one. But in he comes now. In the meantime, Boo Boo's got nearly a 5-second lead over Banana Raisin Bran. You've got Check DB all over the back of Banana Raisin Bran at this point. You get DRS up the hill as well. He'll be able to use that slipstream and try and make this move into turn 3. Here he goes. He's going to look to go for that gap. Oh, Banana Raisin Bran covers that off. Oh no, Check DB's off. He's off. Oh, where's he going to end up? No, he's gone straight on and Check DB into the wall. He's out of the race. I think he might have kept that planted when he realised that it was game over, but nonetheless, he's in the wall. And Banana Raisin Bran down to 4th. Has lost out to Dems, Becky and Devormer. Have any of the others got damage there? I don't think they have. I think they've got away with that one. Dems, Becky there in front of Devormer and Banana Raisin Bran at this point. Banana Raisin Bran trying to get to the outside here of Devormer, but he can't make that stick at the moment. Check DB has left the session though here on lap 25 of the race. What a shame there for him. Double wave yellow flags through sector 2. No safety car, thank goodness. And these guys are able to continue to race it out as we can see Banana Raisin Bran looking over the back of Devormer coming into the penultimate corner. Nothing doing there. Wilcock right behind them ahead of Casper. You've got GGJ there. He's hassling them at the moment. This is a train of cars battling it out over 3rd place. They dropped off at the back of Dems, Becky. Boo Boo's long gone here in this one as Casper has made the move on Wilcock, and Banana Raisin Bran is down the inside of Devormer, but Devormer trying to hold it around the outside of Banana Raisin Bran. Looks like he might have made that move though. They're up into 3rd place. GGJ has made the move on Casper. They're up into 6th. Wilcock there is going to be going around the outside here of GGJ, his Red Bull teammate, but Wilcock they're trying to hold it around the outside, and GGJ has got it done because Wilcock got caught up in an instant there. Curly has gone straight into him and it's out of the race. That is a safety car. Devormer, Wilcock and Curly all coming together, and Curly is DNF, and that is the 4th safety car of this race. And we like the safety cars here. I think I think we enjoyed them here at the Dutch Racing League. The first race was brilliant, by the way, absolutely fantastic action, no safety cars at all. But this feature race, we have seen them left, right and centre, down to 10 drivers from 18 starters here, and this will probably take us to a short dash to the flag from here. Checking the mic. Here we are back underway here at Austria for the Austrian Grand Prix at the Dutch Racing League, the feature race. Dennis Beckett into turn one ahead, on a Raisin Brand. You've got Casper there in third ahead of Boo Boo. GGJ ahead of Devormer. You've got Wilcock there in seventh ahead of DJ Snarf, followed by NSX Janssen and Colon in the pits here on this restart. But Dennis Beckett leading up towards turn two. Banana Raisin Brand trying to send one down the inside here into turn two, as we can see Dennis Beckett trying to hold it around the outside, but Banana Raisin Brand can't quite get the run. Dennis Beckett a better exit out of the corner, being on the outside, has managed to get that run, but Banana Raisin back into the slipstream, looking to the outside here into turn two. Casper there right behind these right now. Banana Raisin Brand cannot seem to find a way through on those medium tyres. He needs to make those work now. They will probably come back into their own, but the thing is, the drivers behind him, GGJ, Boo Boo, Devormer, all these guys are on fresh soft tyres, so Banana Raisin Brand needs to get ahead of Dennis Beckett as soon as he can if he wants to have any chance of winning this race. Casper there running in third place ahead of GGJ, Boo Boo there in that pack. It's the train of cars right now with GGJ trying to defend here from Boo Boo, coming into the penultimate corner of this lap. Manages to do so there. Banana Raisin Brand though on the back of Dom. No DRS will be open on this time, as Banana Raisin Brand has picked up a 3-second time penalty there for track limits, so that's not gone to plan at all there for him. Down the straight they come. Lap 30 of 36. We've got GGJ looking down the inside of Casper there into turn one, and he gets that one done brilliantly there. Boo Boo also getting ahead of Casper, so Casper a little bit of a compromise run there out of turn one, as Devormer there looking around the outside here. Casper looking around the outside, of Boo Boo. Side by side into the braking zone. Casper goes a little bit deep. Boo Boo managed to get the cut back there, as Wilcox has got ahead of NSX Janssen. NSX Janssen and Wilcox have got ahead of DJ Snarf. DJ Snarf losing out 2 positions there down to 9th place. Devormer there has got Casper still close to him, as we see GGJ has got ahead of Banana Raisin Brand up into 2nd place on those fresh soft tyres, and those softs are really going to pay dividends right now. Banana Raisin Brand, I think, is going to be a bit of a sitting duck for the pack behind him. The question is, can GGJ go after Dennis Beckett? He's got 6 laps younger tyres as GGJ, so he's in a good position right now to do that, as NSX Janssen has got a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Boo Boo's got ahead of Banana Raisin Brand as well. I said before, he might be a sitting duck for these soft runners, as he now leaves the space there, and Boo Boo there down the inside up into 3rd place. NSX Janssen's up into 7th ahead of Wilcock, but lots of position changes going on right now, as we've got 6 laps left to go here in Austria for the Austrian Grand Prix here. Dennis Beckett ahead of GGJ, there's Boo Boo ahead of Banana Raisin Brand, followed by Devormer. You've got Casper there ahead of NSX Janssen, followed by Wilcock, DJ Snarf and Colon running at the back in the final points paying position at the moment. GGJ though very close on the back of Dennis Beckett coming into turn 2. He's looking to try and make this move here. Can he get the run out of this corner? No DRS yet. It'll be on the next lap that the DRS will be open. You'll be able to use that on the next lap, as we can see GGJ looking to the inside here, coming down to turn 2, as Casper's got ahead of Wilcock. He's noticing that on the timing screen, but GGJ's made the move for the lead there on Dennis Beckett. He's got P1. Dennis Beckett's going to try and come back in him, but GGJ on those fresher tyres, you feel probably will pull away. Boo Boo and Devormer are also in the same boat as GGJ on the very fresh tyres. Might be able to pick off Dennis Beckett here. Dennis Beckett's going to have to be on his A game in the final few laps of this race to stay in this fight. He has got no time penalty, which is good obviously for him, because it means that he'll gain on the guys around him, and as long as he stays within 3 seconds and doesn't get a penalty, he will actually win this race. So Dennis Becket's still in a good position. He needs to keep this together, needs to not get overwhelmed. But GGJ, now your race leader. Dennis Becket's got Boo Boo hassling the back of him down towards turn 1 we go. But he's a little bit too far back to making it happen there. Banana Raisin Brand's got back ahead of NSX Janssen there up into 5th place. So these two swapping positions there down the start finish straight. Now NSX Janssen's going to get the run up the hill. DRS open before the Ferrari. Surely he's going to breeze past him here. Yep, he does. NSX Janssen there moves ahead of Banana Raisin Brand up into 5th place. Wilcock there watching this unfold, looking to make the move on Banana Raisin Brand, but Banana Raisin Brand holds it around the outside there, keeping onto that one just about. As we got GGJ ahead of Dennis Beckett, and Boo Boo looking to make the move down the inside of Dennis Beckett there up into 2nd place. Banana Raisin Brand and NSX Janssen side by side. NSX Janssen get back down the inside there up into 5th place, should I say. Wilcock there running just behind Banana Raisin Brand. He's going to look to make the move here up the inside through to the outer curve. And I'll tell you what, Wilcock's dipping his nose maybe where it shouldn't be. Banana Raisin Brand keeping on to that. Wilcock there losing out to Casper as a result of that one then. A little bit impatient there from Wilcock, and he unfortunately pays the price. Dennis Beckett on the back of Boo Boo, but Boo Boo's still within a second of GGJ at the moment. Dennis Beckett the only driver without a time penalty in that top, well, in the entire classification left in the race actually. GGJ's got a 3-second time penalty now, another one for track limits. He knows he's got to put out that gap to Dennis Beckett. He might have shot himself in the foot in this battle with Boo Boo. So yeah, he has, because Boo Boo at this stage would take GGJ on the time penalties. Demspecki though, still in a race-winning position at this stage in P3. 3.5 laps left to go here for this feature race. GGJ out in front has still got that ascendancy just about. Not by much. It's still race on between these. Banana Raisin Brown has been picked off there by Casper, and Casper's up into P6. Wilcock now looking on the back of Banana Raisin Brown as they're coming down the hill. Can't make anything happen just there though. He's going to look to try and get the run down the start finish straight. He's in that DRS range. That'll take him that a little bit closer to Banana Raisin Brand, but nothing doing there into turn one. NSX Janssen's got a 3-second time penalty as Wilcock now looking down the inside. No, can't get there. Opportunity not quite able to present itself as De Vormer has got through ahead of Demspecki there into third place. Demspecki though getting the cut back on him. Beautifully executed there from Demspecki. But De Vormer there sending one down the inside there into turn 3. And he's back ahead of him once again. Awesome battle between these. As De Vormer around the outside there and into P3 in this race. Banana Raisin Brand's been passed by Wilcock. He's now got, well, he's well ahead of DJ Snarf to be fair. Battle at the front between GGJ and Boo Boo pretty close, and obviously as it stands, he'll be able to pick him off in the time penalties. Demspecki's dropped back by quite a bit. He's now over 3 seconds behind GGJ, so as it stands in this race, Demspecki will lose out on the race win. Well, actually, no, he won't lose out on the race win because he's still within 3 seconds of Boo Boo, so actually, he's just about... Oh, I tell you what, it's going to be close. Boo Boo's making a move on GGJ though. Down towards turn 2 we come. Boo Boo's up into the race lead here, so he's done that one. De Vormer has got NSX Janssen looking down his inside into turn 2, and he's made that one stick there as NSX Janssen. Back up into the podium spots once again. Great stuff there from him. Banana Raisin Brand and Wilcock battling it out. Banana Raisin Brand with 15 seconds worth of time penalties here. He's been racking them up like no tomorrow as Demspecki's down the inside of De Vormer there up into 4th place, and that is a great move there from Demspecki. Banana Raisin Brand's got back ahead of Wilcox there up into 7th place. Awesome battles from all of these guys. Brilliant action to watch here on the Motive channel tonight as Boo Boo's still got the lead, but obviously he'll be able to take that win, and now we see that Demspecki has got a time penalty. So he's picked up his first time penalty of this race, and his clean record is now gone, but Boo Boo and GGJ are going to fight out to finish off this race. Boo Boo will take it on the penalties even if GGJ does get ahead of him, but if Boo Boo were to pick up a penalty on this last lap, then that would give GGJ the opportunity to take the win. Here we come though, up towards turn 2 for the final time in this race for the Dutch Racing League. What a night it's been. De Vormer pretty close on the back of Demspecki here. He's going to make the move into turn 2. He's looking to the outside. Demspecki's going to send him around the long way, but De Vormer sending it all the way around the outside there. Demspecki covers the inside line. No way around him there for De Vormer as Colon's picked up a 3-second time penalty. Wilcox has got back ahead of Banana Raisin Brand up into 7th place, and those two continue to fight it out here on this final lap. De Vormer back around the outside there. Demspecki holding it there and keeping it on the inside, but now De Vormer looking around the outside here. Down towards now the curve we come. Still side by side into the corner as Demspecki. Oh, he's going to try and hold it there, but De Vormer keeps it around the outside. Demspecki though trying to send it back down the inside for Burger Curve. Can't do it. Back to the battle at the front. Boo Boo has the lead. GGJ's going to try and throw it at him coming out of the last corner, but Boo Boo's going to hold on. He's going to take the victory here at Austria for the feature race. What a drive there from Boo Boo. GGJ Avadi in 2nd place. He might lose out on the time penalties. No, he doesn't. He keeps P2. De Vormer 3rd and Demspecki 4th. NSX Janssen comes home in 5th place. Casper dropping down the order with the penalties there, down to 6th place. Banana Raisin Brand loses out on the penalties by quite a lot. Wilcox comes over to take 7th place. Banana Raisin Brand classified in 8th. DJ Snarf is coming round soon. He'll complete the race in 9th. Colon has finished the race a lap down in 10th place. But what a race. What a race we saw across both races, the sprint and the feature race here tonight at the Dutch Racing League. We'll be back next week for this one, for the next round. Pleasure to have been here tonight, guys. Thanks for having me. And what a race there. Boo Boo taking the win after a great battle with GGJ at the end. Commiserations to drivers like Czech DB and A. Thompson who crashed out. Also Freeze Leak and F1 Stomper. Those guys were in the battle for the win, for the podium spots. But nonetheless, your race winner is Boo Boo. Don't know if he's going to be in the OG League in a bit. We'll be live in about 10 minutes time. We're going to take a break. I need to grab a coffee and a drink of water. The coffee obviously for energy and the water to soothe my throat. And we'll be back on very, very shortly for the OG League. We'll be live for that one. In a few moments time, we'll be at Mexico for that one. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back very, very shortly. But from us here at the Dutch Racing League, thanks very much for having us. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Seems to be away at the front. You got YouTube Dizzy currently trying to put the pressure on Sam. YouTube Dizzy, regular commenter. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm not even showing that. I'm a retard. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm actually done. I'm actually a complete mob. Oh my god, we've been doing a radio commentary for the first 3 laps. I didn't even realise. I'm so sorry, everybody. Oh god, nightmare. Nightmare. What is happening? Seriously, what is going on? And it was a black screen as well for ages. Why? How? Or was it? I don't know. Yeah, it was. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But oh god, we're having a mare tonight. We're having an absolute mare. I need to get some sleep. I'll probably sleep about 12 hours tonight. Don't have work until 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, so I'm probably just going to sleep for a whole day. There's Fourcon in the pits at the moment. Mark Bow leads the race though. He's got ahead of Czech DB up into the lead. Blue Devil fan on the back of these, running in 3rd place at the moment. You've got YouTube Dizzy there trying to put the pressure on Sandstill. These two battling it out over 6th and 7th places. I had a very strong coffee before this race, which is actually masking just how out of sorts I feel at the moment, because I do not feel right. But right now, Sophie's on the back of Horatio, Mr. Exotic right there as well. Mark Bow's got 6 tenths to Czech DB. Seems to have a bit of a cushion. He seems to have the edge over Czech DB, but Czech DB's actually closed the gap here coming into the stadium section. Blue Devil fan on board with him in the McLaren. He's trying to make something happen here. As they're coming out of the last corner, they're all off DRS on each other, so Czech DB should have a good chance here to make this move. The DRS rearing will open in just a sec. There it is. The Haas now will get that closing speed. He's in that slipstream. He's going to be reeling Mark Bowen as they come up towards turn 1. Is he going to send one at the inside here? Czech DB is going to go for it. Is the Mark Bow holding it around the outside? Czech DB hugs the curve on the inside. Mark Bow's going to have the inside for the second part, but Czech DB is going to complete the move there for this right-hander, this double right-hander. No, Mark Bow manages to squeeze back ahead of him. Czech DB though with the DRS to the outside. Mark Bow's going to make him go around the long way here. Czech DB though is going to breeze past him with the DRS up into the lead of the race. And Blue Devil fan watching this unfold in front of him, wanting to get involved. Karts has managed to reel these guys in with that battle for the lead, but Czech DB now leads this race on lap 5. And Sophie's in the pits currently at the end of lap 4, and she's back out on the hard tyres. I wonder if she's going to try and go to the end from here then. Nonetheless, Blue Devil fan has picked up a 3-second time penalty there, just showing up on the screen for track limits. Czech DB still just ahead of Mark Bow at the moment in this battle for the lead. Mark Bow a little bit wide coming through the stadium there. It's got Blue Devil fan hassling the back of him right now. So coming through the final corner, they've got about a second back to Karts at this point. And here we go, down the start finish straight. Blue Devil fan's got the closing speed. He pulls out of the slipstream now, and he's going to breeze past Mark Bow there down the start finish straight into second place. Can he get Czech DB? Can he get 2 birds 1 stone here? Blue Devil fan around the outside of Czech DB there into turn 1. He does that brilliantly. Mark Bow now swooping around the outside of Czech DB as well. So both of those two moving up into 1 and 2. That is a superb Sort of like a slingshot move there from Blue Devil fan, and he's up into the lead of the race here. On board with Czech TV as he's trying to come back at Mark Bow, but can't do anything there. Mark Bow very deep into the chicane. Nothing doing for Czech TV to come back at him, and Czech TV all of a sudden from having the lead of the race now down to 3rd place in this race, but still in a podium spot and still in a good position here in this one. Polish My Balls is on the back of San at the moment. These two battling out over 7th and 8th places. Horatio trying to join that battle in the mid-pack right now. They've got a bit of a gap back to Nobby Bootleg running in P10. But Mark Bow still trying to do something here with Blue Devil fan out the front. As Horatio's got ahead of Polish My Balls, they're up into 8th place, so that's good stuff there from Horatio. Nobby Bootleg's really close in on these guys actually, and Sands managed to pull away from these two. I think whilst they're battling, it's giving him that bit of breathing space. Nobby Bootleg there on the back of Polish My Balls. Polish My Balls' AI's in the car. He's got a cross next to his name, which means that he's not in the car. So not sure why that is, but it's not currently at the screen at this particular moment in time. As Mark Bo's still holding Czech DB and Karts off, but Blue Devil fan is the race leader, and he's got 3 cars right up his trumpet here on lap 7 of this Mexican Grand Prix here at the OG League. Oh, and Czech DB's hit the wall, and he's lost his front wing. So Czech DB having a big moment there into the wall. He's got it going once again, and Debris appears to be off track, but Malky there up into 4th, and Czech DB's going to be losing places on this lap as he's now front wingless, limping around this Mexican Grand Prix circuit. That has gone an absolute disaster there for Czech DB. He's going to be kicking himself with that one for sure. As Mark Bo's still on the back of Blue Devil fan, Kart's right there in 3rd place at the moment, still sticking to the back of these guys for the time being. But what a shame there for Czech DB, as that's kind of just kicked him in the teeth a bit in this race. And Sana's got a 3-second time penalty we're seeing on the screen there for track limits, so is Malky. Blue Devil fan currently leading this race by a second and a half ahead of Mark Bow. You've got Karts right there in 3rd place at this point. Mr. Exotic there is on the back of Polish My Balls, still in his battle for 10th and 11th places. As Polish My Balls has still got the AI in the car. And YouTube is now ahead of Czech DB, because Czech DB's in the pits to get that front wing change. So he's trundling through the pit lane. He'll have to get that damage sorted out. Obviously, the front wing is quite a quick repair, so it shouldn't be too long in that box as he gets that nose cone taken off and another one put straight back on, and he should be off and away in a matter of moments there, down off the Jackson. Back out onto the track he will be pretty surely, but Czech DB's lost a lot of places here, and he's dropped a lot of time to the leaders, so it's going to be a long way back as Paul Cod there just running wide out of the last corner into the wall a bit. But Blue Devil fan has the leader by 1.4 seconds ahead of Mark Bow. There's Karts running in 3rd place, Malky there running in P4 at the moment. Horatio currently on the back of San, but the gap's just over a second between those two at this point. Nobby Bootleg there running in 8th place, is within our DRS of Horatio, but too far back coming into turn 1. And Blue Devil fan's got just about a second here to Mark Bow. Mark Bow trying to get back into that DRS if he can. Still pretty tight between these front two. Karts there running in the background in 3rd ahead of Malky, who's running in P4 right now. We've got double waved yellow flags through sector 1. We're not quite sure what those are made of at this point, but nonetheless, quarter of the way into this race here for the Mexican Grand Prix. Czech DB's got ahead of Polish My Balls up into P10, so that's another position gained after what can only be described as a bit of a nightmare for him in this race so far. Paul trying to battle here with Sophie in this battle for 12th place. The two Red Bulls going at it here as Blue Devil Fan is in the pits at the end of lap 9. So through he comes. That's going to promote Carts up into second for the time being. Malky there moves through into third. Mark Bo's got a 3-second gap out the front and now can just focus on the track in front of him rather than having to worry about an attack from behind. Coming on the back of San here, looking to the inside into the chicane. He pushed him a little bit wide. Oh, we went a little bit late on the brakes there. He went a bit deep into the corner. Horatio's now got San looking back down his inside for the right hand hairpin. San's going to come back at him here, but Horatio's still hanging it around the outside. They're still side by side as we go trackside. In the background of this, Nobby Boonek's got Blue Devil Fan trying to get around him as well. Blue Devil Fan obviously is pitted from the lead, so he'll be wanting to clear this pack of 3 cars as quickly as he can. He won't want to be getting held up here. Blue Devil Fan needs to get past them so he doesn't lose too much time to Mark Bow, but at the moment Horatio, San, Nobby Bootneck and Blue Devil Fan battling it out. A 4-car train here is Blue Devil Fan looking on Nobby Bootneck. Nobby Bootneck wide coming in towards the stadium section here as Carts is in the pits, so we're expecting that Blue Devil Fan will come out ahead of Carts. He was running in front of him before. As we're coming out of the final corner now, this should be routine stuff here for Blue Devil Fan. He'll get onto the power, he'll get the DRS open here coming down the straight, and he'll say see you later here to Nobby Bootneck. As Carts is out of the pits there, and Horatio has got San reeling him in up towards turn 1, too far back there. Blue Devil Fan on the back of these there in P6 ahead of Nobby Bootneck. Polish My Balls has got a 3-second time penalty there for track limits by the looks of it. As San is just about a second off for the back of Horatio at this point. Blue Devil Fan has got the closing speed. He's going to send one here down the inside into the chicane, and he's going to get that done, is he? No, San trying to hold it around the outside still. And San does sneak back up the inside there into 5th place. This is incredible stuff as San got a little bit wide there. Blue Devil Fan still right there trying to put the pressure on San. This battle for 5th place rages on, but Blue Devil Fan wants to get this done quickly because he's in a battle for the lead, and obviously in the grand scheme of things he gets it done there. San wide and loses out to Nobby Bootneck there, so San losing a couple of positions. As he's now trying to go back down the inside of Nobby Bootneck there, and Sam gets himself back up into P6. Nobby Bootneck gets a slide, and that allows Carts around the outside there up into 7th place as Malky into the pits here at the end of lap 12, or lap 11 I think. As Czech DV's picked up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. I'm so glad I had a coffee before this one. I was dying in the race just now, the Dutch Racing League. And like this coffee has really sorted me out here. I've got to say it's really been a saving grace. As Blue Devil Fan looking down the inside here of Horatio into turn, well, where is he? I swear he was just there. Okay, he's not there anymore. He's now behind him. San has got ahead of Nobby Bootneck, has he? No, Nobby Bootneck inside for turn 2, turn 3, whatever. Back down the inside up into P6. San will get the DRS. No, he won't, because Nobby Bootneck was behind him at the DRS detection point. So he pulls away there. Blue Devil Fan around the outside of Horatio. Gets it done out on the exit of the chicane. Blue Devil Fan trying to hold it there, but in fact Horatio's got it around the outside here. Oh, and I tell you what, this is great racing from these two, as now Carts is trying to get involved in this as well. But Blue Devil Fan gets the move finally there. Horatio seems to back out of it just at the last minute there, probably knows it's not his fight. Blue Devil Fan in a fight for the lead with Mark Bow, so you know, he's just let him go, but Carts is in a battle with Mark Bow and Blue Devil Fan for the lead as well. Obviously the net lead, as it isn't the lead at the moment. Carts there makes the move on Horatio. So we know definitely that Blue Devil Fan and Carts are planning on 2 stopping because they put the soft tyres on. Mark Bow's gone for the medium, so I wonder if Mark Bow's going for a 1-stop strategy here. A safety car could definitely throw that one to pot, but at the moment YouTube is leads the race, and Mark Bow comes out, and he comes out just ahead of Blue Devil Fan. So Mark Bow holds on to the lead of the race. He's on the medium tyres. We think he might be able to 1-stop here. 24 laps. It'd be a real push on the medium tyres. I'll tell you what, it would be a hell of a feat if Mark Bow could go the race on these medium tyres. It's possible. It's quite a short lap here at Mexico, So he might be able to. I mean, it's very difficult. It'd be extremely difficult. I would be very surprised if he does manage to do it, in all honesty. Yeah, he's probably going to have to do this stint on the mediums, and then he'll be able to put the soft on at the end, whereas the other two started on the soft. They put another set of softs on, so Blue Devil Fan and Karts will have to run the mediums for the final stint. Mark Bow will get the luxury of the soft tyres at the end, but obviously Blue Devil Fan and Karts will have the pace advantage over Mark Bow at the moment, as we can see their back marker Andrew Pittsmith getting well out of the way for the leaders. YouTube Dizzy still yet to pit, running in the lead right now. YouTube Dizzy, a commenter regularly in our YouTube section here on the Motive channel, big supporter when we're streaming F1, and he's currently out in front leading the race, but it's only the lead, it's only the temporary lead, it's not the net lead, because as I say, he's got a pit and he's coming in now to get that pit stop done. Mark Bodo leading ahead of Blue Devil Fan, coming down the start finish straight. Karts has just dropped off for the top two a little bit as they're coming down the start finish. He's just got a black car there behind him by the looks of it. There's Horatio running in 4th place. Blue Devil Fan still pretty close to the back of Mark Bow at the moment though, as they're still continuing to go at it here for the lead. Mark Bow was somehow behind. No, they had DRS on somebody else. Must have done. I don't know. But Blue Devil Fan still on the back of Mark Bow and Karts there. Just about a couple of seconds off of the front two. Horatio a bit further back there, running in 4th place. YouTube Dizzy's trying to put the pressure on CheckDB. In fact, no, he's not. He's just come out behind him, having done his pit stop. Sands still on the back of Nobby Bootleg here in this battle for 9th and 10th. And Mark Bow and Blue Devil Fan still out the front, still battling this out for the lead of the race. As we're coming up to the halfway point here for the OG League. The OG Schumacher League. Keep thinking it's Wednesday today. Why? What's going on with my brain? What's wrong with me? Check DB, 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. I think it's lack of sleep. Honestly, I can't get my words out as quickly as usual. Like, I find, the thing is like, I'll be talking about what's going on. Okay, let's go back to the battle here, because we've got Blue Devil Fan putting out the slipstream there, and he's making a move down the start finish straight. He's going to get that move done there way before turn 1, and Blue Devil Fan on the soft tyres makes the move on Mark Bow, so now he needs to make the most of that pace advantage whilst he's got it, because those soft tyres are not going to be in the prime window for long. Obviously they'll start to go off quicker than Mark Bow's mediums, so Blue Devil Fan needs to make hay while the sun's shining on him. But lap 15 here off 36, but yeah, I was saying, like, when there's battles going on, I find it's taken me longer to talk about it than it usually does. Usually I can just talk about it in an instant, like I can see it and talk about it. Now I'm like just tripping over my words, and it's just a pain. Like I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. I'm literally just run down as fuck. Sorry, apologies. I mean, nobody cares anyway, but Sam on the back of it, we boot right now as these guys battling out for 8th and 9th place, as CheckDB's got a 10-second time penalty for track limits, and he's just retired the car, so that's him done for the session. So what a shame there for him. Double wave yellow flags through sector 1. CheckDB is in the game chat there, not sure what the issue is, but he's not happy with something. I don't know if he's shouting at somebody or venting, but nonetheless, I think he's leaving the session. Approach My Balls has just crashed out, and we have got a safety car. Lap 15 of the race, safety car here at Mexico, so we're going to go to a very short break. We'll be back in a moment, guys. guys, final half of this race for the Mexican Grand Prix at the OG. On this restart, it's a 6th place. Mark Bowley, Blue Devil fans done. Malky there up into P2, coming down towards turn 1. As Cart's having a look on Malky. YouTube is there in 5th ahead of Stan. You've got Horatio ahead of Mr. Exotic. Nobby Blue there running behind. Mr. Exotic, look, he was with it. Paul Codd there in the pits on the restart, so he couldn't have timed that pit stop any worse, really, just as everybody else was getting going again. But Mark Bow running in the lead of the race. Santa's got ahead of YouTube Dizzy, or has he? Because YouTube Dizzy's fighting this one out on board with him. He's gone wide. YouTube Dizzy's lost out to Santa and to Horatio, and he's been spun round there as well. Horatio was just taking the racing line. YouTube Dizzy was, to be fair, a bit of a racing incident there. I don't think either of them were really at fault. YouTube Dizzy holding his ground, and Horatio was just taking the racing line, just going through the corner, and YouTube Dizzy was still there. And unfortunately for YouTube Dizzy, he comes off way worse in that battle. Blue Devil fan on the back of Mark Bow, still battling it out over the lead of the race. They've gapped Malky by over a second. Cart's there in 4th ahead of San. You've got Horatio there with Mr. Exotic a couple of seconds back. And then Nobby Bootneck there running 8th ahead of So, followed by YouTube Dizzy, Paul Codd and Andrew Pittsmith running well off at the back. He's a lap down on the rest of them there in P12 in this race. But Blue Devil fan on the back of Mark Bow as they're coming down the start-finish straight here to complete lap 19. 17 laps left to go. Blue Devil fans got a run, but no DRS this time, obviously, because we're only a lap into the restart. We won't be DRS down this straight next lap. It'll be down the next straight, so we still got to wait a lap and a bit for some DRS. But Blue Devil fan trying to put the pressure on Mark Bow right now. Sofa's gone ahead of Nobby Bootneck up into 8th, but Nobby Bootneck around the outside of turn 1 and actually keeps onto that brilliantly there. So good battle fair from those two. Nobby Bootneck back up into 8th place. Mark Bow's got Blue Devil fan on the back of him here, battling it out over the lead of the race. Malky there in 3rd ahead of Carts, followed by San. Second back to Horatio there in P6, followed by Mr. Exotic. Nobby Bootneck there in 8th ahead of So, followed by YouTube Dizzy. Paul Codd and Andrew Pittsmith still going in this race, but Carts is trying to put the pressure on Malky right now as they're coming around the middle sector of this lap on lap 20 here for the Mexican Grand Prix at the OG League. So closing laps of this race as we're coming down towards, well, not closing laps, but the business part of the race here, past the first safety car, the inevitable safety car here at Mexico. And we've got a 3-second time penalty for Malky there, so he's been pushing the corner cutting limits a little bit too much there, coming through the middle part of the lap. Blue Devil fan is right on the back of Mark Bow, but he won't get the luxury of DRS just yet. He'll have to wait until the second long straight. So it says DRS enabled. That is actually a lie. That's actually not true. The game is telling you a lie there. And if you look at it, if you actually look at the car, you can actually see that that's a blatant lie. But nonetheless, Blue Devil fan looking down the inside into turn 1 and up into the lead. Mark Bow powerless to do anything, or is he? No, he's looking back around the outside here. Mark Bow back up the inside for turn 2, just as we thought the Blue Devil fan had got it done on him. Mark Bow says, no, I'm still here. I'm still coming back at you. And Mark Bow there has the lead once again. Blue Devil fan can't get it done. Malky there running in 3rd ahead of Carts. You've got a couple of seconds back to Horatio there in 5th place. Mr. Exotic there running in P6. Nobby Bootneck there, a couple of seconds off them in P7, followed by Soph, who's within a second of Nobby Bootneck at the moment. Carts has got a 3-second time penalty there for track limits, as they Nobby's still got Soph and YouTube Dizzy on the back of him right now. In this battle for 7th, 8th and 9th places. Mark Bow has got just under a second to Blue Devil fan at this point. Carts is still on the back of Malky. Horatio though really trying to put Carts under the cosh here, as there's now 0.4 of a second between these two coming through the middle sector, coming down towards the stadium section. Horatio will definitely have DRS, but the thing is Carts has DRS on Malky at this point. If Malky can open up a second of a gap to Carts, then Horatio will have a good chance of getting the move done on Carts, because Carts won't have DRS to help him out. And actually it's looking like Horatio might get his wish here, because Carts has dropped out of that 1 second range, and that is going to give Horatio a massive advantage down the straight as Blue Devil fan's taking the lead. Blue Devil fan DRS aided is moved up ahead of Mark Bow there up into the lead of the race, so great stuff there from Blue Devil fan. Horatio now has got DRS on Carts, but he's going to get there just a little bit too late as Carts defends the inside. He's going to go for the cutback here. Horatio sends one down the inside. Carts just manages to hold it around the outside. That was pretty close there between the two of them. Carts does keep on to that. He weathers that storm for the time being. Horatio's throwing the kitchen sink at him here though. But Blue Devil fan leads the race ahead of Mark Bow. So lap 22. And Blue Devil fan on the slightly fresher tyres, the medium tyres, has got the ascendancy. Horatio's got ahead of Carts, and Carts is round. Carts has spun out onto the grass there. He just came on the exit of the chicane. He's going to lose out here. Mr. Exotic and Nobby Bootneck up into 5th and 6th respectively. And he's just had a horror show of a moment there as Carts, and he's dropping down the order here, so that's not gone to plan at all there for him. As we can see now, Soph pulling up onto the back of Karts here in this battle for potentially 7th and 8th places. YouTube Dizzy following Soph around at this point. Bit of a gap back to San running in 10th place. Paul Codd and Andrew Pittsmith still going in this race, but they've had an absolute nightmare of a race. There's no other word for it. Interesting that Horatio didn't pit under the safety car. You'd have thought he'd put the mediums on, try and go to the end from there, but he stayed on the soft tyres, so maybe going for a bit of a pace, bit of a splash and dash. But Blue Devil fans got just over a second of a gap here to Mark Boat at this point. You got Malky there running in third ahead of Horatio, who's just over a second off of the back of Malky. You got Karts there on the back of Nobby Bootneck coming down the start-finish straight. Soph there just behind them in 8th place. 6th, 7th, 8th places here. Nobby Bootneck, Karts and Soph. And then you've got a second further back to YouTube Dizzy. They're running in 9th place in this race. As Horatio is on the back of Malky right now in this battle for the final podium spot. Mark Bow just about within a second of Blue Devil fans, staying within that DRS range, just clinging to the back of him. Horatio within 7/10 of Malky. You want to get this move done quickly because those soft tyres will not last forever. He needs to make the most of that pace advantage whilst it's there, as YouTube Dizzy has picked up a 3-second time penalty for track limits by the looks of it. Karts is still on the back of Nobby Bootneck, so they're right with them there in 8th place on the back of them, as we've got YouTube Dizzy and Santa's dropped off a bit in 10th place, but Horatio there has picked up a 3-second time penalty for track limit warning, so the time penalties are getting handed out willy-nilly tonight. The stewards are making it up as they go along. They're pulling out stuff that's like just not even relevant and just being like, okay, no, penalty for that, yep, no, penalty for that, no, sorry, penalty for that one, oh, definitely a penalty for that one, we'll just make that one up and make a penalty for that one as well. But right now Horatio within 2/10 of Malky as he's breezing past him down the start finish straight, DRS aided, and Horatio there up into 3rd place. Good move there from Horatio. Malky can't come back at him here, as Horatio had the DRS to take him even further ahead. As Karts has gone ahead of Nobby Bootneck up into 6th, or has he? No, he's trying to hold it around the outside. Karts still there, they're still side by side. Usually the outside is the favoured line around turn 3, and Nobby Bootneck holds on to P6, and Karts will find himself open to an attack here from Soph. Soph looking up the inside here, just right on board with YouTube Dizzy, who's behind them. As we can see, Soph on the right, Karts on the left. Soph trying to round the outside. Can she get the inside for the next critical corner? Oh wow! As where the hell did that car come from? Who is that? That's Andrew Pittsmith there, unlapping himself. Oh my god. Andrew Pittsmith there squeezing through ahead of Karts, unlapping himself. Soph though, getting the move done on Karts up into 7th place. So great action here in this Mexican Grand Prix for the OG Schumacher League on a Monday night. I keep thinking it's the OG League. I keep thinking it's Wednesday today. I keep getting it confused. As Karts gets back ahead of Soph there up into 7th place. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in my head tonight. I keep thinking it's Wednesday for some God knows what reason. But Soph's still on the back of Karts as they're coming out of the final corner. I don't know why I keep thinking it's Wednesday, because if it's Wednesday, I'd have been commentating on ACC. Something in my head keeps making me think it's Wednesday. I don't know what it is. But nonetheless, Sophie has got the run on Karts. Looking to the inside into this right-hand turn 1. But still can't make it happen at the moment. Oh, big slide there from Karts. Massive slide. And that's going to give Soph the position there. Soph with DRS will take her a little bit further ahead as well. YouTube Dizzy there just behind. As Andrew Pittsmith a bit wide, and YouTube Dizzy tacks him in the back. YouTube Dizzy spins off there onto the grass. And he's going to have to spin that back round and get it going once again. But that's not been what he would have wanted there at all. As he now gets it back on the track. Karts there is on the back of Soph still in this battle for 7th and 8th places. We've got double waved yellow flags through sector 2. We're not 100% what they're in aid of at this point. But nonetheless, Karts putting the pressure on Soph at the moment for 7th and 8th places. Gap at the front between Blue Devil fan and Mark Bow just over a second at this point. Karts is still on the back of Soph here in this battle for 7th and 8th places. So they're coming out of the start of the last corner out onto the start finish again. was Mark Bowe, massive slide there coming through the chicane. He was on the back of Blue Devil Fan batting over the lead, but he's just lost a bit of time there. It's going to give Blue Devil Fan a bit of respite for just a second. Carts is still on the back of Soph, battling it out over 7th and 8th places there in this mid-pack. 10 laps left to go here at Mexico though. Strategy could be a good one for Mark Bowe as he's going to have to do 22 laps altogether on the mediums by the time we get to the end of the race. But the thing is for Mark Bowe is that a few of those laps have been done on the safety car, so actually he might be in a better position to get that to the end now than he was. 10 laps left to go, so we should be done in about 12 minutes, I reckon. That'll give me time to pop down to Morrison's Daily and hand my shop keys in for the boys to close the shop. If you're watching, Ryan and Ian, Clarky boy. Horatio in the pits though at the end of lap 26. 10 laps left to go here in this one. Blue Devil Fan still got the lead. It's a narrow lead ahead of Mark Bowe as Nobby Boot and Egg Players moved up, and Soap and Cart's also moving up a position each. Horatio's put a set of fresh soft tyres on, so he'll be good to absolutely blitz it from here to the end of the race. And Cart's there moving ahead of Soap down the start finish straight into turn 1, so he's now up into P6 again. Battle of the front still rages on between Blue Devil Fan and Mark Bowe at the moment. Sophie's still on the back of Carts. And Andrew Pittsmith has just crashed out of the race. Please don't be a safety car. Come on, we're up against it. We might have to dip early if there's another safety car, because we've got to get up. We've got to make sure if it finishes, it takes 7 minutes to get up to my work. So as long as this race finishes by 9:50, we'll have enough time. We need to be up there by 10 o'clock, but nonetheless, double waved yellow flags through sector 1. As YouTube Dizzy's got a 3-second time penalty there. And Mark Bowe in the pits here. So he's going to put a set of fresh softs by the looks of it. He's not going to try and go to the end. Now he'll have a big pace advantage of a Blue Devil Fan, but how much time is he going to lose in the pits? That's the question. Mr. Exotic staying out for the time being, as is Nobby Bootneck. Those two look like they're going to go to the end. And Mark Bowe's back out on track, and he is just over 20 seconds off of the leader Blue Devil Fan. Bodo's making a move here on Soph down the inside into turn 1, gets himself up into 5th place. Carts has cleared up the road a little bit from these two. Mark Bodo on the fresh soft tyres, knows he needs to make hay now. He's obviously got fresher tyres than everybody around him. He should be about 2 to 3 seconds a lap faster than the rest of them, but he's got work to do. 8 laps left to go in this race. He's about 18 seconds off of the lead, so it could still be on for Mark Bowe to get the win. He's just got to absolutely drive the wheels off of that Alpine from now until the end of the race. But Mark Bowe is really pushing it. You can see just how hard he's pushing right now as he's now looking to the outside of Carts. Carts though holding it on, hugging that inside line, not allowing Mark Bowe a look in right now. As he's picked up a penalty. He's picked up a 3-second time penalty there for track limits as he uses the DRS to pull away there from Carts. That's going to only bite him in the bottom even more. So what's the penalty situation right now? That was actually Mark Bowe's first penalty of the race, so He was looking good up until then. He's still looking okay. Still not all doom and gloom. 16 seconds is his gap to the leaders with 7 laps to go. So it's doable. He could do this, Mark Bow. Honestly, he could do this. It's still on the table at this point. It's very possible for Mark Bow to win this race still. Just got to keep up this level of pace that he's currently putting out right now. We've got a black screen. Come on! Come on, why? Never mind. Never mind. Stay calm. Right. Sorry, Mark Bow's now got a gap just under 9 seconds here to Blue Devil Fan. So he's continuing to bring that gap down. It's going to be about 8.5 seconds probably when they come round. So here he comes. Mark Bow now out onto the start-finish straight again. And there we go, the gap down to 8.9. So he gained another 2.5 seconds there on that lap, did Mark Bow. If he continues to gain at this rate, he will be on him in that final DRS zone. He's been flying in the last part of this race as Mark Bow. As Nobby Boonek on the medium tyres, they're going to be starting to wear off a bit now. Karts might start to have the advantage on him. Horatio's right there on the fresh soft as well. Horatio will be looking to pick him off here for a podium. He's picked off Karts there on the outside. Can he complete the move? Karts is still there. Karts tries to come back at him and he can't do it. And he's spun round there, and Karts having a major moment there. He was a bit aggressive, probably a bit too ambitious there, trying to come back at Horatio. Malky moves through there up into 5th place. Karts having a bit of a show there. And Horatio can now focus on Nobby Boonek for that final podium spot, which he should be able to get on those fresh soft tyres. Blue Devil Fan has just picked up another time penalty, which is only going to hurt him in his bid to try and keep that gap that he's got over Mark Bow at the moment. Let's have a look at the penalties. So he's now got 3 seconds more, so it's a 3-second swing in favour of Mark Bow, but the gap hasn't come down by as much over this lap, so maybe Mark Bow's soft tyres now starting to feel the pace a little bit. So we're now coming around to start lap 34 of the race. 3 laps left to go. So yeah, Mark Bow only gained about, well I say only, I mean he gained a second on that lap, but he's not gaining as much as he was. Blue Devil Fans picked up the pace, but he did pick up another time penalty there. He got a 3-second time penalty for track limits, which means that Mark Bow will have to finish now within 3 seconds of him to win the race. He doesn't have to pass him on the track, as Horatio has made the move now on Nobby Boonek. We knew that one was coming on the fresh soft tyres. That was inevitable. It was a case of when that was going to happen. But nonetheless, Blue Devil Fan out the front has got a 7-second gap over Mark Bow, who in turn has got 7 seconds back to Horatio. YouTube Dizzy's got ahead of Karts up into 8th place, just noticing that one on the timing screen. Blue Devil Fan coming coming towards the stadium section. He's got just under 7 seconds here over Mark Bow. Horatio's still going there in 3rd place in this race. Mr. Exotic still putting the pressure on Soph right now in this battle for P6 as they're coming through the middle part of the lap at this point. Blue Devil Fan though is gap to Mark Bow 6.2. Mark Bow needs to get within 3 seconds of Blue Devil Fan to take the win here. The gap is 6 seconds now, so he's got to find 3 seconds over the next 2 laps. He's got to gain 1.5 seconds on each of the next 2 laps as Mark Bow, and he'll be able to take the race win here. Closing stages of the Mexican Grand Prix here at the OG Schumacher League, the realistic league, obviously the league where the cars are the same as the real life F1 cars from the 2021 season in terms of performance. Mr. Exotic's got ahead of Soph up into 6th, around the outside into turn 1. That looked like that was DRS aided there for Mr. Exotic. Blue Devil Fan's got a 5-second gap here. It looks like Mark Bow's not really gaining as much as he was. His pace is starting to go off. Those soft tyres, we said before, they wear out extremely fast. It looks as though he's going to make it. So final lap of the race here, Blue Devil fan coming down the start finish straight, and he's going to just bring it round here. He needs to make sure he's got more than a 3-second gap here to Mark Bowen. He'll have the race win in the bag. We've literally got to dip as soon as these guys come over the line. We've got to dip because we've got to be up. I've got to go and drop the keys off to my work in a minute. Mark Bow there just struggling a bit as he's probably taking a bit too much life out of those soft tyres. He's been pushing like crazy, trying to bridge that gap down. Blue Devil fan coming through the final few corners of the lap here on the final lap of the race. What a drive it's been from Blue Devil fan. Managed it brilliantly on the medium tyres. He's managed to keep the life in them. He's managed to keep getting the best out of them. Paul Colliers just retired from the session, so he has crashed out on the last lap. What a shame there for him. Malky's on the back of Nobby Bootneck, but Blue Devil fan coming to the stadium section. You can see the confetti going up in the air as the Mexican fans on this F1 game are jumping up and down. Blue Devil fan out at the final corner is going to take the win here in Mexico City. He takes the checkered flag and is your winner tonight. Mark Bow really pushed towards the end but couldn't quite get there. The gap in the end on the classification, just under 2 seconds. Blue Devil fan wins out of Mark Bow. Horatio will complete the podium. And that is a great finish to the race. Guys, I've got to shoot now because I've got to go and drop my work keys off. Thanks everybody for watching. Cheers to the OG League once again for having us. We'll see you guys later. And on the back of Mark Bow, still battling it out over the lead of the race. They've got Malky by over a second. Carl's there in 4th ahead of Sam. You've got Horatio there with Mr. Exotic a couple of seconds back. And then Nolly Bootneck there running 8th ahead of So, followed by YouTube Busy, Paul Cod and Andrew Pittsmith running well off of the back. He's a lap down on the rest of them there in P12 in this race. Blue Devil fan on the back of Mark Bow as they're coming down the start finish straight here to complete lap 19.